How do Italians celebrate Christmas? What are the differences between Christmas traditions in North and South Italy? In this video, we show you some interesting differences that you can notice about Christmas time in this magical country. The Bambin Gesù, baby Jesus, is born in the homes of all Italians. But to welcome him every year, there are totally different customs, traditions, food, smells and perfumes. From the most awaited day to the Menù, from having guests home to the exchange of gifts, from the well-decorated Christmas trees to the creative nativity scenes. Christmas highlights the striking differences of the traditions and practices of the season between the North and South Italy. Christmas is not just the 25th of December, but a period of waiting and an atmosphere that generally is followed by the Immaculate, with notable differences. The day when the houses get decorated and the Italians' predilection for the tree and the nativity scenes are, in fact, just the first glimpse of the varied Christmas traditions that are followed in Italy. Regional traditions go far beyond the tree and the Christmas tree. In Piedmont, for example, popular adoration of Jesus is quite heartfelt and staged with Christmas crib representation called Pastor, in which characters recite in the Alexandrian dialect and mix the sacred text with jokes and fun. In Lombardy, on the other hand, the cult is that of Panettone. It is not uncommon for the local initiatives to honor the beloved Christmas cake. And in Piazza Duomo, now the installation of a giant Christmas tree is increasingly expected. The tradition of the Yule log being burned in the fireplaces in the Ligurian houses to honor an ancient tradition dating back to the Signory and Maritime republics remains in the north. In the creation of Christmas crib exhibits in South Italy, the city of Naples excels. The shops of Via San Gregorio Armeno have been home to the most renowned nativity masters since the 17th century. They were the ones who started incorporating the nativity into scripts with characters from everyday life. There are even unavoidable rules to make it perfect. In Basilicata, on the other hand, they are masters of lights and scenography, and they are very fond of Christmas bonfires. The tradition of the Zampognari, the pipers, reaches until Sicily, and there are even events dedicated to the awarding of the Zampogna d'Oro prize. Traditionally, the pipers were shepherds who, in a bid to earn an extra income, would travel down from their mountains home at Christmas time to perform for the townsfolk in their market squares. The region where you are most likely to see a piper are Abruzzo, Basilicata, Campania, Calabria, Molise, Puglia and Lazio. Then came the faithful day of the birth of Jesus Christ, which again brings to the table notable differences in traditions and practices across the country. The big binge is done on the Christmas Eve, December 24, or the 25th, Christmas Day. In the South, they don't want to offend either of the 2 days and embark on a tour de force that continues even until the day of Saint Stephen, on the 26th of December. As if they want to share with him a martyrdom, even if it is very different. In the North, Christmas lunch is the main event. In the South, fish dominates the Eve dinner. 1 or 2 dishes of sea fish for the first course, which often boast eel or fried or baked cod. The second course sees on the table the favorite Italian torta salata, which translates to a salad, vegetable, cake or pie, mixed vegetables, typical sweets, and fresh and dried fruits. The 25th, however, usually focuses on meat with a sauce and to season fresh pasta, followed by roast, lamb, and typical sweets. The menu for the 25th in the north and also in most of the center part of Italy is mainly dedicated to appetizers, pâté, homemade Russian salad, gardener's jam, and shrimp in pink sauce. The first course is refined with agnolotti del Plin, which is a pasta typically found in the Piedmont region, casoncelli, which is a stuffed fresh pasta from the Bergamo region, or the heart-shaped cappelletti pasta in broth, boiled with various green sauce. The luxurious lunch ends with dried fruits and the Italian Christmas cakes, panettone or pandoro. The real grand finale, however, is surely the exchange of gifts. In the south, it often happens already in the evening of the 24th, as we gather together at the homes of friends and relatives. In the north, however, the gifts are kept strictly under the tree in the morning of the 25th, in a more collected but still festive manner. Christmas has many other peculiarities to credit for in Italy. Check out this video to discover 3 of those specialities you can't wait to know.